And I'm sure we can kill a few minutes until 2:30, so we'll go back to the original schedule. Steve Brooks, multi-time winner, multi-time player in the putt-off. Steve Brooks is going to explain to you how this goes.
All right, let's start off with a question that I know you all have been asking yourselves, and every contestant should be asking themselves right now, what is a pun?
Or what is the definition that we use officially in the putt-off?
The official definition that we have been using for decades goes like this. A pun is the humorous, we kind of let folks slide on the humorous part in this, but a pun is the humorous use of a word or words in such a way as to suggest different meanings or applications, or words with the same or almost the same sound but different meanings. Now that we're all clear on that, I'm going to repeat it and let y'all repeat it after me. A pun is the humorous use of a word or words in such a way as to suggest different meanings or applications or words with the same or almost the same sound but different meanings. All right, you have all been sworn in officially. David, will you talk a little bit about the rules of Punslingers here, because I had a year off last year.
Yeah, we changed all the rules.
Yeah, I know.
In Punslingers, every pair of contestants will be given a topic to pun on. And they have approximately 5 seconds. We say that, we get as close as we can, a 5 count, to start their pun. If they don't come up with a pun in 5 seconds, they're out of the competition. We also have judges who are sticking around over here. Jim Arner, Guy Ben-Moshe, and I believe Francis McGrath is coming back. They will be keeping track to back us up, because you're not allowed to use one word twice. If you pun a word such as door, you can't use that word again, even if you make a different pun on it. The first person who falls out or gets 5 strikes, I'm sorry, gets 3 strikes, is out, and the other one, or competitor, will move on to the next round.
Yep.
This will happen back and forth, starting with 32 competitors until we get down to a champion. In other words, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, 4 rounds and a final between 2 people.
So there are 3 ways that you can get a strike. Correct? You can pun on a word that has already been punned on. That will get you a strike. You can, if you, if you make a pun that is not a pun, that is, it doesn't fit the definition of a pun, and most often what that means is that you're using a cliche that includes a word that is on topic, but you are not actually using a different meaning of the word or a different sound of the word. We'll be hearing a lot of that this afternoon. So if you make a pun that is not a pun, you'll get a strike. And lastly, if you take more than 5 seconds to start making your pun, you'll be gonged out. You don't even get a strike, you're just gone. The wind, as it were.
Okay. Francis McGrath, if you are here, please come up to the judges' table. And we're about ready to get started here with Punslingers. Our first 2 competitors are Michael Cole and Kate Howard. Kate and Michael, come on up. You saw both of these punsters in Punnies to Show. They should be warmed up by now. Ready with the topic, Brian? timer ready?
I'll tell you briefly how these two folks would like themselves to be introduced. Michael Cole says he's a musician, home reader, and unrepentant dork from Los Angeles, California. Kate Howard, my neighbor from South Austin. John D. Graham calls this singer-songwriter the Dorothy Parker of South Austin. If you were around in the 20s, you will know what that means. She also responds to Kate Howard.
Okay, Michael, Kate. Or Kate and Michael.
Michael goes first.
Our first topic, yes, Michael goes first. Our first topic of the afternoon is sea creatures. Go.
Boy, I really wish I didn't have to go first.
Nice log. Nice log. Stir the pot much?
Ah, crap. I was going to use that one.
Oist. Her hair looks fantastic.
A good Jewish fish pun.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sea pony? Sea horse.
I had a teepee, and it had some health issues. That tent ached a lot. Tentacles, sorry.
Tentacle is a body part, it's not a sea creature.
Right.
That's a strike.
Okay.
Only one, get three.
All right, thanks.
Wrong way.
The good news, Kate, is that you're going to have a lot of time to come up with a new word. There we go. All right, Kate, you're up.
Okay, I try to be friendly, but I have some anemones.
Kate, have you been working out? Because I've been looking at your muscles.
Shucks, which I know is not a pun. I'm sorry. That was fun.
Let's hear it. Michael and Kate.
The bad news is Kate is out on time. The good news is Michael Cole moves on. Congratulations, Michael. Okay, as soon as I can figure out high-tech stuff on the
Yeah, get your numbers in line there, Dave.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're looking for contestants number 3 and 4. You can look down on your t-shirts. Oh, looks like they found themselves. Contestant number 3 from Austin, Texas, Arun DeBray, is a math graduate student at UT Austin. He is competing for the 3rd time, and he appears to have brought a cheering section. Contestant number 4, Jordan Parker, hails from Edmond, Oklahoma, just outside Oklahoma City. Not too many folks know that. This funny California lawyer turned comic recently relocated to Oklahoma to focus on stand-up comedy. Go figure. That is true. On a similar note, he's also considering moving back to New Orleans to focus on sobriety. Just to take the path of greatest resistance. Arun, you will be making the first pun on the topic of
fire. Just kidding. Fire is the topic.
Well, they said they accused me for arson, but I've been flamed. It's all a lie.
I'm glad we're here talking about the merits of puns. I'm ready to spark that debate.
Are there any teachers out there in the audience? I remember when we read Fahrenheit 451 in class. It was a pleasure to learn.
I gotta say, however this turns out, I really like this guy. He's the Kindle person I want to spend time with.
Oh, wow, that's thanks. Maybe you should swipe right on Tinder.
Wow, that really burns.
Oh, darn. That's not really a pun.
That's not a pun.
Can you fix it? The first round will let you try to fix it.
Sure.
Can you make a pun?
Oh, sure. Sure. I'm glad we did this inside so I don't suffer from a sunburn.
Yeah, that's good. Wait,
That's still not a pun. Burn is
sunburn and fire.
Well, again, sunburn and burn are both words that refer to the subject.
Burn means burn. You're not a different meaning of the word burn.
I'm not used to these Texas rules like what in conflagration.
There we go. See, it's not hard.
so I have this idea for an electronic fireplace. You will log on, you will log off.
You know, I'm saying yes to that pun, even though I want to win, so I'm thinking in for a no.
Not cool, man.
Fire, would you give me a break?
So I heard about this plan to make a not CGI film, but stop motion using dolls. It's called Dollmation. I mean, come on, Dollmation's in the fire trucks, right?
Yeah. We may be taking a step into the abyss here, but Dalmatian is the only fire dog we're going to allow. Okay? You've had plenty of time. You're up.
We've got to be more generous with what we count as puns, because otherwise we're just being charcoaled.
Right.
So, you know, I went out to see some cows in Chicago, and I really wanted to Leary at that cow, because it started the fire in Chicago. So Leary's cow?
Yep.
I'm worried I'm running out of gas.
That is not a pun.
Running out of gas is not a pun.
It's a cliche.
It's a cliche.
We'll let you fix it.
Can you make a pun on the word gas?
I'm getting mad at all these challenges. I'm going to blow a gasket.
There we go.
Hey. All right, I went to the suitcase convention. It was such a Carrie scene.
Occasionally we get a good one.
I'm not sure who I'm attracted to. I guess you could say I'm lighter fluid.
Yeah, I went, you know, I accidentally put my my fire starter in the laundry, but thankfully there was a flint trap.
Man, you really know how to light her up.
Yeah, I'm good at campy humor.
I have to say, among punsters, you're a good match.
Well, we're going to clarify a rule here. So he made a pun that was not a pun, it was a cliche, light her up. However, if your opponent starts making their pun before we get a chance to say something, then we deem that it is accepted. So Arun accepted that, even though it wasn't a pun.
And the exception is if the next contestant interrupts one of the MCs, then we will call them and say, no, we were in the process of not accepting that.
So, we're back to you.
Wait, did you just...
I did it. Well,
Okay, I didn't hear it.
Okay, we didn't hear it, because...
sure.
Go ahead.
I said,
You get to repeat it.
I said, I've never met you before, but when it comes to punsters to compete against, I think I met my match.
There we go.
So, my previous workplace had this really weird anti-arson policy. Fire, extinguisher.
I'm running out of things to do. This is a real pro pain in my butt. Hello, propane.
Don't worry, I'm sure fuel do fine.
What was that?
I'm sure fuel do fine.
I don't know butane R, but you are great.
Well, you know, I think after I burned the pasta, it was pasta carbonara.
Phew, under the wire on that one.
Wait, what was that one? That was
Oh no, I burned my pasta and so it was carbonara. Now I understand, you guys are right.
Remember, the word humorous is relative. You're up.
Oh, God, it's a real methane to come up with all these puns.
Wait,
No, they used butane and propane, but another flammable gas was methane was still legal. You're up.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it ethically.
What?
Ethically?
Oh.
All right, chemistry majors, you're up.
God, you're kicking my butt. This is a real Bunsen burner.
So I went out to the pasture and this oxidized at me.
Oxidized?
Yeah, isn't that what fire is?
That's what
Oxidation.
fire is. Yes, it's oxidation. Chemistry majors.
God, it's awkward being here because one of my old flames is here.
Was flame used? It was a pun because it was a different use of flame, but the word flame has been used, so that's a strike. Strike one. All right, you're still up.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I'm running out of steam, and thus with my job, I demand I be forest fired.
Would you repeat that, please?
I said, if this was my job, I would demand I be forest fired.
Forest fire.
Forest
Has
fire.
fire been used? Because the pun is on the...
Fire has been used.
It was also put on forest.
Okay, well, we'll let that slide by.
Okay, first round, I'll let that...
And you've had plenty of time, Arun, so make a
Yeah,
new one.
honestly, these puns are kind of sapping me.
What was that?
These puns are kind of sapping me. It's tree sap.
Not a close enough nexus to fire. But you can, we won't give you a strike, but come up with a real word.
So, you know, I really don't apparently know how to cook because yesterday when I was trying to make my steak, it caught fire starter.
I'm going to have to ask you how you come up with your puns. If you don't mind, can I grill you later?
Char.
We have charcoal, but not char. You're up.
Ooh, I see. I can't, John, come up with any more puns right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit tricky.
Did we already use the word burn?
I can't tell you.
Burn? Yes.
I used that.
That would be a strike.
All right, well, I guess in this case, you got to strike while the iron is hot. Like, strike a match.
That is not a pun, because strike while the iron is hot is a cliche about making fire.
Okay, well,
I never a pun on strike.
okay, well, if we end up getting into a fight later, I'll strike you and matchbox you into submission.
Phew! Under the wire. You're up.
Smoke K.
What was that?
Smoke K.
Smoke.
You're up.
You're Miss quite the guy. Mesquite.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of boily, like a salesman, I'm sorry if any of you are actual salespeople. Boily? Oil?
Yeah, I'll take it.
That was oil?
Yes. We've been taking fuels.
Yes.
And there's no fuel like an old fuel. Our next two contestants are...
They really lit up that topic.
Our
yes.
next two contestants are Jordan Parker and Max Hart.
I have a little announcement to make. We had a big party last night. A bunch of people came to our big party last night, and this was left behind. I'm pretty sure it's somebody in this room. You've seen me walking around with it. If I don't find somebody to claim this, I'm going to auction it off. It's got an umbrella and a couple of other unmentionables inside of it here. So Remind me, I'm going to carry this thing around until somebody comes to claim it. Does it look familiar to you? Also, there's a lot of empty seats here. If anybody wants to sit down and hold still, you can take and claim these empty seats. We're outside the door here with the crowd. There's plenty of empty seats. Come and make a friend and sit down and behave yourself.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I did.
All right, we have contestant number 5, Max Park. He says, from New York City, it's not Central Park, it's Max Park. Okay, our next Andrew when he is in Central Park.
Our next topic is water. You all ready?
And Max, you will be the first to go on water.
All right, I better rip the Band-Aid off. I better drip the Band-Aid off.
Does he wet your whistle?
That is a perfect example of a cliche. Can you fix it and make a pun on the word wet?
Let me ask you a question.
It can be done!
I was out looking at wildlife and I saw a bunch of baby deer. It was a fawn set.
I'll have to think I'll have to ponder or something.
Ponder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I got a little notification from my phone that my dessert was ready. It was a pie peng.
When I get tired when I'm swimming, people have to pull me across the bottom of the
Pull. You're up.
All right. Yeah, so I go down to the forest and I see the monkeys swimming from the trees.
Wow, swimming monkeys.
When I want to change my water, I augment it.
I love the bilingual puns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and later I'm going to go down to the skating rink.
Gotta bottle up your puns.
Okay, clearly a cliche. You get to fix it. I tell you, they were both pretty wetty.
Okay.
And we have coming up contestant number 7, Alexandra Petrai, who made sure that we would try to pronounce her name correctly by saying she has been trying her best. Very clever, Alexandra. And Jordan, one of those Madcap Wisdowski kids. Jordan Wisdowski, all the way from Astoria, New York. He says, back in the habit, get thee to punnery. Okay, Alexandra, you will be going first.
Alexander, your topic is the supernatural.
The WB or the regular one? Is it the WB show? Because that's not up here. Anyway, never mind. People are mad that so many people hog wealth. They yelled, rich people are bad. Eldridge. All right.
Eldridge?
Eldridge.
There she goes again.
Okay, you know what? Don't hag the limelight.
Which limelight are you talking about?
Look, when you're next to a woman, respect her.
And when you see a good pun, spirit.
I guess I wanted to talk to my hot aunt, my aunt.
How does your hot aunt hold her guys?
She's sort of a ghoul gone wild.
They have all these shows with ghost hunters, and I just wonder how it feels for the ghosts to in turn be hunted.
honk was used, wasn't it?
Yes, haunt.
Honk was used. That's the first strike. Haunt and haunted are both haunt. Using past participles does not create a new word, just for the record.
If I'm repeating puns, it's just because I'm up here gobbling them up.
There we go.
You know, there's so many shows about people looking into haunted places. I just want to see a show about paranormal inspectors.
And these guys seem undereducated. I just want to see a couple that can spell.
See, when I go to the bathroom, I have to use poo-key. Spooky.
All right, see if you can improve on that, Jordan.
My father calls his alcohol his happy juice. What do you call gin? What do you call gin?
In response to that pun, I say, oh, grr.
You see this? We're starting to roll.
Ah. Yo, tons of puns coming. Yo-ton. Like, you lucky.
What was that?
Yo-ton. Yo, tons of puns coming.
Yo-ton?
Like, you're lucky. He's one of the Norse thing.
Are you talking of Norse gods? We're not going to get into the names of gods. We're going to be here until tomorrow if we start getting the names of gods from all the world's mythologies. So we won't give you a strike, but
Yes,
come up with
right.
a supernatural pun that is not the name of a deity.
Okay, that's fairy.
Not only fairy, but positively orque.
Ooh. No, it wasn't.
No?
Elf, fix that. That's what I could have also said instead of fairy. Elf, fix that.
I'm getting back in the habit, but I'm also getting back in the hobbit.
Ooh. I think that pun went wizard over my head.
It's funny because if we do get into pantheons of gods, this will just keep dragging on and on.
Yeah, look, when I complain about the Texas Ranger, it's because he's such a White Walker.
G.O.G., G.O.G.
Yeah, this could be just a game of throwing out puns. But really, that would be my
Okay, now a supernatural pun, please.
Yes.
We're not going to get into the names of fantasy series.
We're masters of puns. What's the name for a dragon?
Worm is another name for a dragon, yes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna zone these puns really quickly.
What? Will you articulate that again, please?
Oh, look, in my bosom, bees! Zombies, okay. You do better.
Zombie, okay. We finally figured that out. Oh. You're up.
I don't want to just do Game of Thrones puns, so should I find a better source, or are you okay with that?
Spoiler alert.
I'm happy to keep Griffin on this as long as you want.
When Saruman was destroyed, did we just see a bunch of raven ants? Revenants?
I just think that I'm going to be deeming that a good pun.
It's impossible not to.
Hey, I could say 10 like this.
I won't call you Dead Village Idiot.
Although, like, if you were being a little loosey for your puns, you could.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to note that we're getting into the names of deities again, so let's be careful on that.
My friend, I didn't know who, you're asking who taught me how to say puns? My friend Drew did.
When that guy Dameron in the Star Wars movies was like trying to date someone who was not good for him, I'm like, Poe, shun that person.
But all the puns were pretty super.
Jordan Wisnowski, good as always. What about? Okay, our next topic is coming up here. Yes,
we are calling to the stage.
Everyone over here on my left, your right, would you please make a pathway so just in case of any emergency, people can get through? Thank you very much.
Not to mention a pathway for the punsters to proceed to the stage. Coming up, we have a heavyweight, number 9, Dave Wallace from Pflugerville. Punslingers champion for 2012, multi-time medal winner, local comedic performer, and in his own opinion, an all-around good guy. And
he volunteered to be our auctioneer this afternoon.
It's true. And we also have contestant number 10, Eric Levy. Local man, Eric Levy from Austin, Texas. We are going to have an ostentatious confrontation here. And Dave, you'll be the first to go on the topic of
cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies, cleaning supplies. Let me look through my mental Windex.
I hope I win this one.
When I'm in the hospital, I like to wear scrubs.
You know, to bleach their own.
Am I 39? No, am I 409?
I'm in trouble here. This is a detergency.
Come on over here, Spongy. Honey, spongy. Ooh. I know, it's terrible.
It sucks, but it's legal. You're up.
After this, we're all going to go dance at the sock bop.
Sock hop, okay.
Sweet.
There's not enough room for the both of us.
Ooh, well, if I lose this competition, I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm just going to think, sour grapes.
I need to come up with some swifter puns.
If you allow me to comment on that for a second.
I've got to go ahead and, I'm really just pining for Saul.
I like what she's wearing on her hands. I like the rubber gloves.
When Dave did the 409 pun, I thought that's fantastic.
So, Dave gets to cheer and Eric gets to ammonia. All right, coming up next, contestants 11 and 12. Please make your way to the stage. Contestant 11, Chad Wellington. We're going to try not to have a beef with him. Chad has entered the pun-off many times, but has never held the shame of winning the top slot. Oh, Chad, if only you knew. And, contestant number 12, J.F. Zane, who I'm sure will be making a lot of zany jokes for us. And I don't really understand his word here. He says, this is pun by, from Austin, Texas, a non-dad who likes cars. Hyundai. All right, well, I'm going to just confess my incompetence on reading this. Contestants 11 to 12.
Chad Wellington.
You will go first, Chad, on the top.
JFC. Am I reading it correctly? Okay, and the topic is drinks, non-alcoholic drinks.
Chad, you're up.
You can go outside and get a spritz.
Just throwing my Sprite today.
You're up.
I've had plenty of roommates, and a couple of them were juice.
You're up. Barry. Sorry.
It's nice to see you all shake. Shake.
You know, sometimes you just take too long to think.
I'm pretty salty about getting enlisted.
No, that round's over.
But you know, at least if I get enlisted in the Navy tomorrow, I can start off as a petty officer.
All right.
Okay. Contestants number 13 and 14. Tony Kwazowski.
Another one of those mad Camp Kwazowskis.
Adam Engel. Adam, you're number 14. Toby is number 13. Toby will be going first. The next topic, Toby, you're up here. Good deal. The next topic is drinks. We just used that one. We just used drinks, non-alcoholic.
We really didn't do that topic. I'm concurring with Brian here. We want to hear some good and funny puns now, and I'm sure that you should talk to. Yes.
Okay, drinks, non-alcoholic. And you
can't use juice or Sprite, okay? Okay?
You can't use shake.
All right. Toby, you're first.
The same topic, what are we doing?
Get the obvious ones out of the way first. You're up.
It seems like we're actually running out of categories already. I think we're on the drink here.
I need to buy some more puns. I'll go to the mall, Ted.
I mean, you can go anywhere you want, so duh.
My pun is fuller than yours.
You are, I gotta let you know that I'm shaking a little bit.
Shake is the one we said we wouldn't allow, but no strike. Give us another one.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna milk them for all they're worth.
It's a noun and a verb, so we'll take it.
That is a cliche.
It's a cliche, but it's a noun and a verb, so we'll take it.
Okay.
My mom's really tired out. Can the doctor pep her up?
A real one.
If the doctor was in Florida, then that, you could have that Gatorade her.
OJ did it.
So they say.
H2 ho ho ho.
I'm gonna go do some coke.
When we go back to the supernatural puns, it's unfortunate that nobody said anything about a Sprite.
Actually, Sprite is one of those we put out of the contest.
What?
Because it was used in the first round.
You said only juice.
Juice and Sprite.
There's a juice and shake.
Whatever. Sprite was used too. But
Okay, well,
we have covered all of the pun words from our abortive first round, so the field is clear.
yes.
Man, in that tiebreaker, I wish I had another fan to clap for me.
Seems like the energy is coming back here, so let's go on for a nice little surge.
Dad, I want to go swimming. Can we go to the Lacroix?
Pop C here.
I think my mom sells her soul for us to win.
You know that going back to that lake thing, they actually have a height restriction and an age restriction, 7 up.
Sierra mist over the crowd.
I think so.
Walking through the citrus grove, I accidentally crossed the lemon line.
Was that a limeade or are you telling the truth?
Aren't you glad that I didn't go with anything else?
Yes.
I think an app will take care of that for you.
Okay, fine. An apple is a grapefruit.
I'm going to suggest that we start making the names of actual drinks rather than fruits that can be made into drinks, okay? You're up, Toby.
I have too many tabs open on my computer.
I guess that computer needs more power. You should make sure that you're using Chrome's new V8 engine.
After saying so many puns, I'm feeling kind of coffee.
That was a real tease.
Speaking of tea, when my wife saw me naked, she said, "Ooh, long."
Would you repeat that, please?
I said when I saw him naked, I was green with envy.
Green?
Green tea.
Well, green tea is legitimate, but green with envy is not actually a pun. It's a cliche.
Just fix it. Just using the word green. Can you make it
more the word green, please?
Okay. It seems like I'm gonna black out here. Black tea.
But again, it's just a color.
Fine. Then if I put on a different colored shirt and then take it off, it could be a black tease.
Yes.
All right. There we go. It's not that hard.
Yes.
All the mean people go on the Ruid bus.
Actually, if any of you, does anybody here speak Hebrew? Because on my arm, I've got a little bit of chai tea. Sorry, Mom, by the way, she doesn't know I have a tattoo. I think she's watching.
Will this event be covered in the French press?
Only if we drink more caffeine.
After all of Jersey's puns, someone needs to work on curing all those diseases.
Yeah, but before that, those doctors we all have to match a doctor with their hospital.
Jersey is not my hot brother, he's my cold bro.
Okay, I'm gonna make an uncouth pun here because when we talk about all of these problems with ice and everything, not ice, but if they break into a building, it might be a power raid.
I'm starting to get tired. Lemon lime down.
Already used it.
What was that? Lemon lime has been used. Strike. No, lemon lime was used. That is a strike because the word was used. You're up again, Toby.
Okay.
As soon as Dave can actually find the numeral. All right. You have plenty of time.
If you're not a nice bear, you're a root bear.
Make sure that you are nice to all of the competitors. I understand you come brew to all of us, but don't.
A root bear barks out insults.
What did you say?
That was barks.
Barks root beer.
Okay. You look a little sun-kissed to me.
A little sun-kissed. Sun-kissed is a soft drink.
Yes. You're up.
Most popular is their orange.
I was talking to my other friend whose initial is also T, and his girlfriend was lying to him, and I said, don't buy her bowl, T.
You know, I've been dating a little bit lately, and lately I decided that I want to try something new, so I got on Grindr.
I couldn't find my food. It must have been a camo meal.
That was a very good one.
What was that?
That was a very good one.
A very good one?
A very good one.
Again, that's just a flavor of fruit.
Okay, fine. I cranberry that in the ground.
Okay, it's a pun. Let's go.
Are you sure?
Steve, what do you think?
I say you can fix it into an actual drink.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How about I cranberry that pun by getting a chicken and it's my cocktail.
Yes. Well, cocktail doesn't have to be alcoholic, so we'll take it.
To the guy who had a lot of juice for roommates, Shirley Temple is important to them.
This one is not alcoholic, I promise you, but I had a good friend, Ginger, and ginger beer right here.
Is that Spirilla pun you want to make?
Well, ginger ails you.
All right, we got ginger out of the way.
When it's curled, you know that cream soda than it should be.
Have you ever measured your non-alcoholic beverages? Because you got your A grams, your B grams, and your C grams?
C grams does make non-alcoholic beverages as well as alcoholic ones. You're up. Toby.
Yeah, I know, I'm thinking. Yeah, you got me.
Okay, our next two contestants. Jerry Yin and Denise Schimmerman. Schurman, I apologize, did I mispronounce it? Schurman? Oh, okay, yes, I'm sorry. Schurman. Jerry's been...
Jerry's making sure that he doesn't start off with 2 strikes. It's a wise thing.
Jerry's really good. We give him a 2-strike disadvantage just for the fun of it.
Number 15, Jerry Yan, hails from Waukesha, Wisconsin. And number 16, Denise Sherman, hails from beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yes, she's sure, man.
And our next topic for these stable geniuses is horses.
And Jerry, you go first.
I come in here and I see some bread here and I also see biscuits.
Pittsburgh is not that far from Philadelphia.
Hey, Manny, I don't mean to be, rude or anything. Manny.
Hey, Manny, you got it. You're up.
Last night I had a nightmare.
I want to work under an executive sometime, but I'm not a secretary yet.
I apologize for this one. Who farted?
Well, if you're going to apologize for that, then I really got to apologize for this one, because when I go up to my room, I see a lot of horse.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Shoe, okay.
Oh. When I die, I want to be preserved because I don't want my body trot.
What was that?
Trot. To rot. Trot.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Articulation is so important, don't you think?
My boyfriend's a real jock. He plays a lot of sports.
Jockey?
I gotta hurry this up because I gotta go to the bridal shower.
I went to an ear, nose, and throat man, but he just kept looking at my neck and neck.
Man, I've been depressed, so I'm not really performing because being sad will do that to you.
What was that?
Sad.
Well, now that you've raised that topic,
there are a lot
Yes.
There are a lot of impure, like, wheats and whatnot. I only eat pure bread.
I have a job reading. Is that too close to bread?
Reading?
Breeding.
Breeding? No, that's not too close to bread. It's not for work.
Too bad we have to be inside because outside it's just rains.
And this bread is stale.
I tried picking this Macintosh off of a tree, but I couldn't. I wish the apples loose up.
I was reading the most recent Gallup poll.
Now it's time to turn the stables against you. Stables.
I Kentucky Derby, but it's not my favorite hat.
I'm just a lad, but you're just a lass, so... Oh, yeah.
I went to the zoo and looked at the bears, and each one had a bareback.
It's true.
I could really use a drink. Does anyone have a pint of beer? Pinto?
I don't want to vet myself, but I'm happy to be here.
My favorite actor is Sylvester Stallone.
It just gets worse when you have to shoot a horse needlelessly.
Needleless?
As in injecting them to kill them, but never
I don't think that has a close enough nexus to horses, because you can stick a needle in anything.
Yeah, I agree. Well, actually, that's a strike. She's not out.
Tell me what's word that's not on topic. But you get to go again.
So do I go again? Okay.
You have 5 new seconds.
Back to the glue factory. I was stuffing my horse in the and it made me sick when he said,
Ooh, it's not going to get there. Jerry, you did
Hey, don't say that.
Well, I was waiting for that one.
The old gray mare is not like she used to be because now she's sold. Is that okay? Yeah.
I'm not enough of a horse person to know whether horses can get sold. I thought it was getting chewed. Okay, I think we have another strike here, but you have 5 seconds to come up with a new one.
Okay, well, one horse was breeded with its own daughter. So instead of being an ancestry for that horse, it became an incestry.
Okay, incest is not a word that you are. Game of Thrones, perhaps, but not horses.
And unfortunately, that would be the third strike. That would be the third strike. So.
And that takes us through the first half of round one.